Hi everyone, it's Richard here and welcome back for episode 5 of No Limits, the radio show and podcast from Winshill Village Primary and Nursery School. I hope you're all having a great week and thanks so much for joining us.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to No Limits.
As always, the show notes are on our website, so head to winshillvillage.org.uk/no-limits/5 to take a look. It's going to be another episode which is absolutely overflowing with content from the children, so let's get started. In this episode, we have show and tell extravaganzas from children in Year 1 and Year 4, where we'll find out what Year 1 want to be when they grow up and hear about Year 4's favourite books. Lots of shout-outs from some of the youngest children in our school, including little stars in nursery and our lovely Year 1 and Year 2 classes. A selection of great jokes, more words of encouragement from Reverend Frank in Startin the Week, the winners and a new sound for our very popular What's That Noise quiz, a poetry performance from Year 1 and a performance from Year 4 of a particularly grisly song about making an Egyptian mummy, plus all of the latest news from school. Well, I hope you're ready for all of that. Let's get started, as always, with some shout-outs.
I miss you, Lyra. I miss you. Miss you've been away. We miss you, little stars.
Hi everyone, I miss you all. In Year 1, I hope to see you soon. From Emily.
Hello Riley, this is Robbie. I miss playing with you at school. I hope you have fun playing with your friends.
Hi Archie, it's Millie. I hope you are having fun playing with your toys. I miss you and can't wait to see you soon.
Hi, this is Leland. I can't wait to play with all of you.
Hi Brooklyn, this is Ophelia. I miss playing with you. See you soon.
Hi everyone. I can't wait to see you again. From Amelia.
Those were lovely, thank you everyone. There'll be more shout-outs coming from Year 2 later on in the show. It's particularly lovely to hear the voices of some of the youngest children in our school. Right everyone, it's time now for...
Show and tell.
We're going to split up show and tell this week because we've so much content to share. Coming up later, Year 4 will be telling us about some of their favourite books. But we're going to start off now by hearing from Year 1. In school, they've been reading the book Oh the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss and discussing what they would like to do when they're older. Here are 6 children in the class sharing their ideas for their future careers.
Show and tell.
Hi, I'm William. When I am older, I want to be a police officer because I want to drive a police car and I will put people who make bad choices into prison.
Hi, it's Willow. When I am older, I would like to sell ice cream and on the beach. I want to mix chocolate and strawberry ice cream together, make a new flavour. Hi, it's Holly. When I am older, I would like to be a surfer and ride the waves. I want to jump up and down on the surfboard.
Hi, this is Liam. When I am older, I would like to go on a motorbike and into hoops, water on fire, and jump over trees.
Hi, it's Josh. When I am older, I would like to be a firefighter. If something is on fire, I will come and put it out. I would like to go into the fire truck.
Hi, it's Amelia. When I'm older, I want to be a shopkeeper and I will give food to people who need it.
Radio transmission.
Those were fabulous. Well done to you all. Sounds like the future of the country is in great hands. And Liam, if anything goes wrong with your motorcycle tricks, you can always have Josh on hand to put out the fires in your burning hoops. We'll be back with Year 1 for a poetry performance at the end of the show. Oh dear, it's that time again. Hold on to your hats. It's time to turn on the hosepipe of laughter. Here are my favourite jokes from all of the many that were submitted this week.
What do you call a donkey with 3 legs? A wonky donkey. Why did the boy take toilet paper to a party? Because he's a party pooper.
Why did the cow cut road to get to the movie?
What part of a fish weighs the most? The scale.
What's a maths teacher's favourite animal? An adder.
How do you cut the sea in half? With a seesaw. Who's scared of wars and swears? Little Rude Riding Hood.
What's the fastest way to count cows? A calculator.
I got fired from my job at the bank yesterday. A woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
What does a squirrel carry his luggage in? A nutcase.
Why can't cars play football? Because they only have 1 boot.
Why can't you play cards in the jungle? Because it's full of cheetahs.
What do you call a snowman with a suntan? A puddle.
What's the hedgehog's favourite food? Pickled onion.
Well, I hope that Reverend Frank enjoyed this week's jokes. Maybe he could send us his favourite joke for next week's show. Now it's time for the next Start in the Week.
There's an old film called Wayne's World, where Wayne and one of his sidekicks, whenever they met one of their idols, would bow down before them and say, "We're not worthy! We're not worthy!" There are times when we don't feel worthy, aren't there? Especially when we compare ourselves with other people who seem to have, well, lots of money. Jeff Bezos, for example, is worth $116.9 billion. Or when we compare ourselves with influencers on social media and how many followers they have. Often our self-worth, or our self-esteem, as it's called, can be knocked by what people think of us, or nasty things that they might do to us. We can think we are worth less, or worthless even. And yet, if I take this note out of my wallet, some might say that this doesn't happen very often, I see that it's worth £20. And if I scrunch it up, this is not watch that sound, by the way, or even if I stamp on it and get it dirty, no matter what happens to it, it's still worth the same, £20. And that's the same with us too. Whatever happens to us, we are still worth the same. As Christians, we believe God created us and knows and loves us, regardless of how much money we have, how much influence we have, or what we have done or not done, or what people have done to us. And this is called unconditional love. If you want to know more about that, you can look in the Bible, particularly at the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 10, 24 to 39. So remember, whether you are a Christian or not, you are unique and highly valued. Whatever the world throws at you, and there seems to be a lot of that at the moment, however miserable or unworthy you might feel, why don't you start the day by looking into the mirror and saying to yourself, I am worthy and highly valued. And so, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face always shine upon you, no matter how you feel. So this is the Reverend Frank Startin, just finished.
Many thanks for that, Reverend Frank. Wonderful stuff. Right, it's time for part 2 of Show and Tell now, and we're going to head over to Year 4 as they tell us about their favourite books.
Show and tell and tell and tell.
Hi, I am Matthew. I will tell you about this mind-blowing book. Horrible Science by Nick Arbron. Marble Science is really funny. It teaches you science too. It has comics in it, and it is my favourite subject. You won't want to put it down.
Hi, fellow Year 4. I recommend Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban because it is an exciting adventure book. When Hogwarts gets under attack from Dementors and Sirius Black, the Prisoner of Azkaban, there is a new teacher, Professor Lupin, the new Against the Dark Arts teacher, # the job that Snape wants. Did you know Dementors suck happy memories from the average body? To stop this, you will use the spell Expecto Patronum, which is the spell of happiness. Also, they notice that Ron's mouse is a Death Eater and that Professor Lupin is a werewolf. Anyway, go waste some pennies and yeah. If you like drama and adventure, then this is the book for you.
Hi, it's Chloe from Year 4. I recommend The Fairy's Mistake because it's about these two twin sisters, Rosella and Myrtle. But one day Rosella was talking and some strange jewels popped out of her mouth. A few hours later she met this handsome prince, but is he using her for the jewels or does he actually want her? Who knows? I guarantee you will end up reading this book and you won't put it down. When I was reading this book, I loved it already from one paragraph. I bet you would love this book as much as I did. It's by Gail Carson Levine.
Hi, this is Corey and I want to recommend a funny book about friends who start a space war with an alien, and the book is called The Day Aliens Nearly Ate Our Brains by Tom McLaughlin, and I bet you will love it. Hi Year 4, I hope you're all doing fine at home. We think you will want to read these intriguing books. We imagine you will find them absolutely extraordinary. I recommend the book Billionaire Boy because it's a fun book about a very rich kid. He lives with his dad who became a trillionaire from selling toilet paper. The rich boy doesn't like his posh school, so he moved to a normal school where he made a friend and then fell out with him. Will he ever be friends with him again, or will he have no friends? There are also two identical twins in the school. They are the bullies. They both look like boys, but there is a rumour that one is a girl. You can't tell, though. They both look the same, exactly the same. The rich boy's friend is constantly getting bullied, but the rich kid thinks money solves everything. Is that why they fell out? Maybe it's the end of their friendship. Will the rich kid's friend stop getting bullied? I guarantee you'll love this amazing book. Get your popcorn and find a comfy spot, then get reading.
Hello Year 4, this is Kayla. I bet you all are bored at home. We decided to recommend some books. I chose to recommend The Ice Monster by David Williams. I chose this book because it is so interesting that every time you stop reading, it is like a cliffhanger. It is about an orphan and a mother who adventure across the world.
I recommend Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss because it's really funny and some parts are creative. There are very random and weird parts, but I like the book, so you should read it. The genre is mostly funny, so if you like humor, this is one of the books for you. I guarantee you'll love this book, so get comfy and ready to have some giggles.
Brilliant, thank you. Some marvellous book recommendations right there. Please check them out if you've got a chance. We'll be back with a song performance from Year 4 at the end of the show. Now it's time for some more shout-outs, this time from Miss Hughes's lovely Year 2 class.
To Eden, I am sad because I miss you and I can't wait to play with you and Amelia from Tegan in Year 2. To Eden, I miss you lots from Kian in Year 2. To Isaac in Year 2, I can't wait to see you at school from Tay in Year 2.
Hello, Casey, I miss you. We have been doing sketching and colouring. I can't wait to see you and to play with you again from Sarah in Year 2.
To Eden, I miss you so much and we are having lots of fun at school. I hope I see you soon from James.
This is a shout out to Gracie and Casey. I miss you lots and I cannot wait to see you from Dottie Year 2. This is a shout out to Eden and Fran. I miss you lots. I can't wait to see you again soon. Love, Amelia, Year 2. To Isaac in Year 2. I can't wait to see you at school. From Tay in Year 2.
This is a shout out to Dylan Year 2 because I can't wait to give you a hug and play Apocalypse with you. From Ruben Year 2. See you soon.
To Eden, I'm sad because I miss you and I can't wait to play with you and Amelia. From Tegan in Year 2.
I miss you, Gracie. We've done sketching and I can't wait to play with you. Love, from Roxy Year 2.
To Fran, I'm missing you and can't wait to see you. From Isabella in Year 2.
To Gracie, I've enjoyed sketching and drawing. Miss you, from Charlie Year 2. This is a shout out to Eva and Eden. I miss you lots when we are having great fun at school. From Harriet in Year 2. Bye.
Fran and Carson, I miss you lots and lots. I hope you are having a good time. Love, from Jamie in Year 2. Bye bye.
Welcome to No Limits.
Contributions to our home learning showcase at winshillvillage.org.uk/showcase this week have included more wonderful artwork by Grace in Year 6, like you heard about last week, and some amazing anime-style drawing from Calais in Year 5, home learning on the Spanish Armada and learning the 24-hour clock from Oscar in Year 4, some fabulous papier-mâché models from Chloe in Year 3 and Isabel in Nursery, and a chocolate lasagna from Alexandra in Year 6. Alexandra also sent in a description of how she made her chocolate lasagna, which I'm going to play for you right now.
I made layers. So the first layer was chocolate, the second layer was marshmallows, the third layer was chocolate, the fourth layer was biscuits, the fifth layer was chocolate, the sixth layer was marshmallows, the seventh layer was chocolate, the eighth layer was biscuits, and the ninth layer was chocolate. And then I put it in the fridge, and then it hardened.
Radio transmission.
Thank you, Alexandra, for sending that in. There's a photo of it in the show notes, and it looks very tempting indeed.
What's that noise?
Yes, it's time for What's That Noise, the quiz show that's taking Winshill by storm. A big thank you to everyone who submitted guesses for last week's sound. Here it was again. Well, there were loads and loads of guesses on this one. Ava, Jenna, Bear, Finley, Cassie and Holly all thought it had something to do with coins being dropped into a machine or a jar or a pot. Alexia, Miss Twigger, Phoebe and Ava thought it was rice being cooked or poured onto a plate. Amaya and Callie thought it was peas being poured instead. Connor thought it was bacon sizzling. Mrs. Williams thought it was sausages. And Erin thought it was pasta being boiled. And finally, Razwan thought it was seeds being dropped into a pot. Those were all great guesses, but our winners were James, Alexandra, Kayla, Chloe, and Kathy, our school cook. Thanks so much for your guess, Kathy, who all correctly guessed that it was popcorn being cooked in a pan, which is what those strange sounds are near the end as the popcorn pops. What about this week's sound? Well, here it comes. What do you think this is?
What's that noise?
So what do you think that was? Please send in your guesses at winshillvillage.org.uk/no-limits/5.
Here is an illustrated summary of the news.
Right, it's news time. Here are the headlines. Zoom calls connect children in school and at home. A lovely letter from our local MP. Summer school details are announced. A full return to school for everyone in September.
Radio transmission.
Mrs. Dickerson's class had a lovely Zoom call on Wednesday connecting the children who are back in school with the children at home. There was lots of laughter, lots of waving, lots of shy smiles. We can't wait for you all to be back together again as part of Mr. Worth's Year 4 class in September. Thank you to everyone who took part from home. Miss Twigger's Year 5 class are the next to have a Zoom catch-up, and that's going to be this Thursday on the 9th of July, and full details are on our website. A text message has gone out to parents and carers to ask for consent for children to take part. It will be lovely for everyone to see each other again. On Monday, we were delighted to receive a letter from the Member of Parliament for Burton New Toxeter, Kate Griffiths MP, thanking Miss Goodson, the staff and everyone connected with the school for the support that has been provided to children, parents and families during the COVID-19 lockdown and the later phased return to school. Thank you to Kate for taking the time to write to us in that way. It's really appreciated and was a great start to our week. On Tuesday, Miss Goodson confirmed details of our summer school provision for children in Year 2, Year 3, Year 4 and Year 5 who were not able to return to school earlier. The summer school will be every morning for the week beginning the 20th of July and the week beginning the 27th of July. Further details are on our website, so please check those out. Finally, on Friday, Miss Goodson also shared details for September. The big message is that all of our existing children will be back in school full-time on Thursday the 3rd of September. The new reception children will be allocated a half-day morning or afternoon slot to introduce them to school on both the 3rd and the 4th of September before they start full-time on Monday the 7th. Miss Goodson will share further details as we head into the summer. Obviously, there will be adjustments to start and finish times and the organisation of the school day, but we're aiming for a start to the autumn term that is as normal as possible, and we're greatly looking forward to that. And that's it for the news.
Welcome to No Limits.
Well, that's nearly it for episode 5 of No Limits. Next week's show is going to be a little bit different, and we're really excited to be bringing it to you because episode 6 is going to be our Year 6 Leavers special show for the voices of Mr. Hickey's class as they remember their time at Winshill Village and look forward to the next step in their lives as they move on to secondary school. And because it's going to be a show we hope they'll want to keep and listen to for years to come, it's going to be presented by the pupils themselves too, so you won't be hearing me at all in the next show. We're going to finish this episode with 2 great performances from classes back in school. First, you'll hear Year 1's performance of a Days of the Week poem, and then Year 4 with a gruesome song about making a mummy, of the Egyptian variety, of course. Thank you, everyone. Take care, and Year 6 will speak to you next week for a Leavers special, episode 6 of No Limits.
Weekdays start on Monday when I have to go to school and continue Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday too. But after 5 days working, the next 2 I will spend taking breaks and having fun, enjoying my weekends. Mommy, food is organs, hello stomach, put them in spice, whack them in a jar, painted him up with sticky tar, wrapped him in from his head to his toes, put his brain out on his nose. That's not all the mamas did. They bury my mummy in a pyramid. Ancient Egypt down by the Nile. Mummy's gonna be in a tomb for a while. There goes Pharaoh, it's not funny. Tell King Tut I want my mummy. The feathers stays and the torch she sleeps. We're doing some archaeology. We saw a glimmer, we dug some more. Couldn't believe the things they saw. Nation paintings, priceless jewels. They gave a shout and dropped their tools. But the greatest treasure they found by far was a wrinkly mummy with his guts in a jar. Ancient Egypt down by the Nile. Mummy's gonna be in a tomb for a while. There go Pharaoh, it's not funny. Tell King Tut I want my mummy. Ancient Egypt down by the Nile. Mummy's gonna be in a tomb for a while. There go Pharaoh, it's not funny. Tell King Tut I want my mummy. Tell King Tut I want my mummy. Tell King Tut I want my mummy!
Thank you for listening to Note Limits.